any kind of any country, then the government will have an intervention. Okay, so these are some of the assumptions with regards to David Ricardo cost advantage theory. Let's move on. See, we have took an example of comparative cost advantage where we have took two countries, India and America. We have took two product, cloth and wheat. So as the first point says, what the first point says, that there must be at least what? Two countries, and there must be at least two product. So we have took two countries, India and America. We have took two product, that is cloth and wheat. Now in India, the cloth is manufactured is 90, the wheat is manufactured is 80. In America, the cloth is manufactured is 100 and the wheat is manufactured is 120. What we do understand with this, that domestic exchange ratio of this. The domestic exchange ratio is that when an American company or when an American labor is producing one wheat is equal to producing of 1.22 clothes. What does it mean? That when an Indian person is having the 90 clothes in a day, in the same way the American person can have the 100. When Indian person is having 80 number of wheat manufacturing by them, the American is having 120. So that's why you see that for a 90 it's 100 and for 80 it's 120. This is what it's known as the comparative statement, where we are comparing when India is producing a 90 numbers of clothes, the American is contributing 100. When Indian is contributing 80 per of wheat, the American is doing for 120. If you take the exchange rate, one wheat is equal to 1.2 clothes. When you see that the wheat rate, you can see it is very high, right? The cloth is very low. What does it mean? That one wheat is equal to 1.22 cloth and one wheat is equal to here is 0.88. You can see the comparison. It is very near. Here it is very near with regards to the cloth, and with regards to wheat there is a lot of exchange. There is a lot of variance. That is what the domestic changes we are seeing, that when two countries they are having a different kind of ideology, different kind of methodology they are adopting. When India is producing 90, the American is producing 100. When India producing wheat is 80, they are producing 120 and framing this kind of thing, right? We have put it in the figure. See here, x-axis we took that labor required for 1 unit of cloth, labor required for 1 unit of wheat. When you see here 120 and 100, it's a very big margin. 90 and 80, it's a very less margin. There is no proper sync between there, where you can see that here there is a lot of distance, here is also a lot of distance. So this is what the picture says about that. India enjoys comparative cost advantage in a wheat. Hence, India should concentrate on the production of a wheat. When you compare with the wheat, see here, when you compare with the wheat, 80 and 120. Here, 90 and 100. When you compare this, what happened? Here we understand that in comparison, the manufacturing of wheat is having very good by the Indians. In the same scenario, when they are producing 80, this is producing 120, you take the geographical boundary, you take the numbers of labors, when you compare means India is at very good level. So, when India is producing the proper, effectively the wheat, what should do? They should have the more concentration of the production of wheat so that the maximum cost advantage can be achieved. In the same way, America enjoys cost advantage in production of clothes, hence America should concentrate on the production of clothes. When you talk about the clothes, see it's very less margin. Although India is not a big country as USA, they don't have such much of labor and technology like India, but India is very near. So what does it mean? That they are enjoying a good profit in the cloth. What should do? They should have the more concentration on cloth and they should move on for the better utilization of cost advantage. In simple, the country should focus on the particles where it enjoys the maximum benefit. So we have to decide when we compare the comparative statement we are doing, when we comparing the two countries, the two commodities, we should understand, we should analyze which product is giving the maximum benefit. whichever product is giving the maximum benefit, we have to adopt that product and try to get the maximum benefit of it. That's what it says. Comparative cost advantage. We have to compare and see that which product, which commodity is about to give you the maximum benefit. We have to take that and move on. That's what we have to the example. India and America, clothes and wheat, where you can see that India is far better than USA when we compare with the wheat, but America is far better than India when you compare the clothes. So it's better that India should focus on wheat production. It's better that America should focus on the cloth production. In those purpose, the international economics will have the proper shape. Because we have only two products, wheat and cloth. When the both countries having the production properly, what will happen? Both commodities will have at the top, and indirectly or directly, both countries going to get the development. Both countries going to get the benefit out of that. So this is what the Ricardo theory says about, but he also faces some of the criticism, some of the problems. According to his theory, labor cost is a small portion of a total cost. The labor cost theory of Ricardo is based on labor cost, but the labor cost is a small portion of a total cost. And when he says that labor cost is everything, it is a fake, it's an unrealistic theory. We cannot accept that theory. Labors is different country are not equally efficient. And his theory says that, we have seen in the assumption, right, that every labors, you can see here, labors are equally efficient. This theory is fully wrong because every country labor has their own efficiency. Few may be good in technology, few may be good in field, few may be good in other aspects. So this theory is also avoided. Labors in the different country will have a different kind of knowledge, different kind of culture, different kind of attitude, different kind of other aspect. They are not at all equal. Competition is imperfect. They says that competition will be perfect. Is one price policy will be faced. It will follow, but it is not at all possible. Because of the ratio number, because of the monetary number, that is not at all possible. So there is a, because of labor is not a realistic, it's unrealistic. Labor cost is not at all a full assumption. That's the reason we ignore. Next, labor are of different skill, different nature, and they are not equal, and there is an imperfect competition. Because of these three things, what happened? The David Ricardo theory gets some of the criticism. Dear viewers, if you have not subscribed our official channel, do subscribe G.K.Jain Schools and press the bell icon for the latest and nearest video. Thank you all.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.